Now that you guys have a bona fide hit console, are you going to continue investing in mobile the way that you were before the Switch?
Absolutely. We've got a strategy where we want to increase the number and the frequency of touch points with Nintendo property with consumers. And we're doing that via a couple ways. First, you mentioned the console business and the Switch. We're also doing it through our mobile business. We're doing it through licensed goods, such as the Vans deal or the Uniqlo deal that we did this year.
Right. And
then we're doing it via out-of-door experiential opportunities, such as Universal Studios. So for us, mobile is an important platform that allows us to reach a lot more consumers with our content everywhere. That's exactly right.
Now that the Switch has gotten out there and people are playing with it, how are people using it? Because it's so versatile, right?
Yeah.
So what are you learning about the way people are choosing to use it? What's most popular, and how is that shaping maybe future iterations or the way you build it out?
Yeah, what we're learning is it's really balanced. I mean, we're seeing, people use it at home about 50% of the time or more, and then there's others that are using it on the go. And folks, they'll be on the extremes. There'll be some folks that'll leave it in the cradle and not take it out of the cradle and use it as their main console. There's others that will just always take it on the go, and that becomes their on-the-go gaming experience. But it's very balanced right now.
Is it time to start investing in developing new series?
So we'll continue to kind of reinvent, if you will, the existing IP that's out there. Super Mario Odyssey is a great example of that, where we've invented new gameplay experiences. It's more of a sandbox environment versus more of a linear platformer environment. And at the same time, we are going to introduce new IP, and we've got 2 games downstairs that are new IP. So Splatoon 2, Splatoon 1 was launched 2 years ago, but it still is relatively new and in its infancy. So that's an example of a new piece of IP. The other one would be ARMS, which we're launching this Friday. That's brand new IP from us.
Right, and I do like ARMS. I played for a little while and it was really fun, yeah. In terms of pacing, we've got Mario coming later this year, and then Metroid and Kirby next year. Yeah. Is that the pace you feel like is good to keep up?
Well, if you think about the pacing that we've had since launch and that we'll have for the rest of this calendar year as an example. We launched with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We went straight to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe about a month later, about 5 weeks later. And then we're about to dive into ARMS this month. And a month later, we're going to dive into Splatoon 2. So you're looking at about every 4 to 6 weeks or so, we'll be launching major Nintendo IP throughout the rest of this year and as we get into next year. And then if you layer on top of that, what we're seeing with third party, you've got a great lineup and a nice steady drumbeat. And we've learned from the past, that's actually a more ideal way to launch software and combine it with hardware install than to put all your software up front.
Third party is exactly what I want to talk about, because you have FIFA, right?
Yep.
And Skyrim, but the top games have yet to really come over to Switch. What's the plan there, and are we going to see more titles coming out? Third party, big name titles.
We announced back in February that we had 70 publishers making 100 games on Switch. Since then, we have more than doubled the number of publishers, and we've more than doubled the number of games that are in development. So we're seeing strong third-party support from kind of the indie level all the way up through to the AAA level. I think every publisher is going to assess what game is right on a Switch, and there are some that are actually going to make their own game for a Switch. So I think Ubisoft's example is a great one with Mario plus Rabbids.
What's the ease for a developer to come in and put a big third-party title on the Switch? And is that a priority for you guys to make that as simple and easy as possible?
I think you hit it. Our goal is to make it as simple and easy as possible. So we've got dev kits in the hands of all of our major third-party publishers, and they are building games. We just have nothing to announce further than what you've seen already. But you got to remember, too, we're only in the infancy of Nintendo Switch, so we're in our first couple of months here, and so there's a lot of opportunity in front of us.
Not the infancy of Nintendo, for sure.
Not the
Been
infancy
around
of
longer
Nintendo.
than the rest of them, right?